What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be changing the oil and the gear fluid in the lower unit on my Tohatsu 25 motor. Just thought it'd be cool to make a little video about it for people who don't know how to do it on their own. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so we got the cover taken off the motor, as you can see. I mean, it's very similar to your car. You got your dipstick here. This is where we're going to put the oil back into the motor. And then on the right side of the motor, you got this 1/2-inch drain plug. So we're going to pop this open. Obviously, you're going to want to have a drain pan below. And we're going to let that empty out, and then as this is emptying, I'm going to open up this seal here, which is the oil cap, to kind of release that vacuum and let it flow a little better. So all right, so we got it loose. We're going to go ahead and open this up. Make sure it's going to fall in your pan. Don't want to do that. All right, so I kind of made a mess, but once you pop this open, drains into the pan. We cracked that seal there to let it flow out a little easier, and as you can see, it's still leaking out. So we're also going to be replacing, I read that these washers go bad after a few uses, so I bought a replacement one online. So this is a fresh one that we're going to put back on the bolt when we put it back together. So alright, so just a little heads up, you can see I messed the crap up out of this one trying to grab it with some grips, but once you break this oil filter loose, you're going to want to unscrew it, and I put a towel in there in case it leaks. So here's your new filter. That's the model number that I had to use, but I ordered this online as well. Let's see. Looks the same as the other one. So now I'm just going to take a little oil on this one. I'll get some from right here. Just rub it around the gasket of your new one. Alright, and then we're just gonna hand tighten it, make sure it doesn't cross thread or anything. And luckily we just have to hand tighten this one, so I'm just gonna snug it up pretty good as well as I can with my hand. Maybe a little more. Alright. There she is. Alright, so now we got the new filter on there. I got my new washer on the bolt, and it's done dripping. Just gonna screw that back on. Alright, we got a 10W30 4-cycle. I don't know exactly how much it takes, so we're just gonna have to check as we go. Alright, so I think I put a little too much in it. As you can see, it's It's right in between. Or it's right below the top fill line, so I think we're good. And some of that will go down once I turn the motor over. So there's your oil change on the upper unit. Now let's get to the bottom. All right, so on the lower unit, you got a screw here and a screw up here. So what we're gonna do is let it out the bottom, then crack that vent, and it should start flowing pretty good. So let's see what happens. I'm just gonna finish it with my hand. All right, so I opened the top one and it started flowing out pretty good. I didn't really get it on video, but we're just gonna let that drain out for a while, and then I'll show you how we're gonna pump in the new stuff. So also on both these, you got these little rubber gasket seals. I read that you want to replace these two each time, so I ordered some, and if I could find it, here it is. So these are that's the new one right there. It was like 89 cents on boats.com, and that's the model number on it. All right, so this is the gear lube, 80W90, and I bought this at Walmart. It's a pump, $5. So basically, we're gonna screw the pump into the bottom down here and pump it until it starts coming out of the top up there. And then once it starts coming out of the top, you're gonna, I mean, you know that's full. So let's put this on here. So here we go. Start pumping it in. There it goes. But first I'm gonna get my new gaskets on. All right, so we got the new gaskets on there, and we're starting to pump it in. Should be getting close. There it goes. So now you just want to put your cap back on. All right, we got the top one back on. So now the bottom one's a tricky part. You kind of just have to pull it out, and then once it starts, you just gotta be quick. So I'm gonna put the camera down for this part so I can be pretty fast. All right, we got it in there. Everything looks like it's no drips. So we got the upper unit oil change and the lower unit gear lube. All right guys, the cover's back on. Everything's good and tight, no leaks. So that's it. See you next time.